Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Coach Mean, and I'm so happy you're here. I had to relocate, y'all, because I got ready, just about to hit live. Good thing I didn't, because I don't want to be like having to move all of my stuff while I'm live. But just as I was about to go live, I got booted out of that room. I got booted out of the room I was in. Hi, Rudy. How are you? Yeah, it's 12:00. Well, you got 12:03. It's 1:05 where I am. Hi, how you doing? So I got booted out of the room I was in. Hey, Tina. What's up? Simply Sunshine Moments. How you doing? Hi, Epi Poo. How you doing, baby? Let me tell y'all, when I first started going in that room, let me put my glasses on. When I first started going in that conference room I use in this when I'm in the office, no, when I tell you nobody, I scoped that room for a while before I started going in there. And when I tell you nobody was using that room, nobody was, I was like, ooh, I could use that room. But as I noticed, as I started going in there, people started walking past and looking. And I was trying to be in the cut, like in the corner. All the way in the corner, not right, you know what I'm saying? So nobody can really see me. But people, you know what I mean? They nosy because there ain't nothing going on in this office of mine. So now everybody want to use that room. I swear. And always around, when I tell you everybody, so today, good thing I didn't start the live yet. First of all, anyway, I don't want to make it hot, and I don't want to like cause an argument. So I just reassign myself because I'm not doing something work related, and I would be in the wrong, right? So, but when I tell y'all, before I started using that room, I was scoping it. Like, I was like, let me see. No, that light was always off. Nobody was in there. And I was like, I'm going to make it hot. Because now people going to be like, oh, we could use that room? Because ain't nobody got no original thoughts. That room was not being utilized at all. Damn. I wish there was another room that was more in the cut somewhere. Because that room was in the cut, but there was like a slither of glass where people could see in. So I think people saw that somebody was always in that room using it. So they were like, "Ooh, maybe we could use that room." And now these little motherfuckers took over my room. But anyway, I'm not gonna keep talking about that. It is what it is. I'm not, nothing's gonna stop me from doing what I gotta do. But having to relocate was a little annoying because I only have an hour. And I have to go back upstairs to my office. So I'm going to have to cut the live even shorter, which sucks, But it is what it is. Hi, guys. Welcome to the live. I'm sorry to be moaning and whining. You don't care. But, or maybe you do. Like, the one thing that I want you to get out of that, like when I be telling y'all my little ins and outs and the crazy stuff that be going on, is the bottom line, which is, so what? I don't give a heck what happens. You don't quit. You don't stop. Don't stop. Don't allow things to knock you off your square. And I think too many times people do that. They allow everything in the world. Oh, and I hear the saying that I hear the most that I despise is life is lifing. Life is always going to life. There ain't never gonna be a smooth sailing moment. And I hear that the most when I start somebody with a fitness journey. And they're like, oh, or they start messaging me telling me they want to utilize my services. And the first thing I always hear is, I'm going to start on September 1st because I got a lot going on right now. And I'm like, what you think going to happen on September 1st? Huh? A lot going on, going to take vacation? Huh? You think it's going to take vacation? There's always going to be something going on. And I never understand that when people are like, okay, I want to start on a Monday, or I want to start at the beginning of the month. I'm like, what the hell doesn't matter when you start? Start now. If you're ready, start today. And my advice to you is start when everything is going wrong. Because if you start then you know how to navigate when everything is going wrong. If you wait for life to be perfect, well, then you're going to be waiting until you die. It's never going to be perfect. Ever. Ever. There's always going to be something. And then when you think nothing, and then when you think everything is good, your light's going to go out. Like me. There's never a perfect time. And I think God be laughing at me. He be up there laughing. He be like, oh, she always talking about ain't nothing going to stop her. Let me see. Here. No lights. Let's see what she do now. I don't mock God, but Lord, you should know your child, and you should know I ain't gonna quit. So that's just my little tidbit to y'all. Oh, for lunch, what you think I got? Cantaloupe. This is the easiest thing when my lazy behind. I don't like cooking, y'all. So when I don't feel like cooking, I chop up some fruit and bring it. Hello? All I'm waiting for, Lord, is for you to reward all of this hard work and diligence through it all. Through grief, through strife, through no lights. I keep going. So what I'm waiting for, and I know it's coming, and I have patience, I have faith that it is coming, is for my dream. You know what my dreams are. For those things to materialize. Because I've been putting in the work now. I put in the work. I'm not just asking for something and I ain't putting no work. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today, guys. Are you living your dream? Put a 1 in the chat if you're living your dream right now. Or are you living your nightmare? Let me say hi, guys. I'm just so rude. I just start running my mouth. So, everybody's saying hi to each other. Supreme, what's good? Supreme said, I'm not living my dream right now, but I'm in pursuit of it, and it's close. Amen. And my thing is, just you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. You've got to be willing to take losses sometimes. You got to be willing to fail. You got to be willing to learn from your failures. All of it. You got to be willing. And I'm going to tell you guys, like, me doing, like, you know, I always talk about my classes. And the reason why is because just think for a moment about this. Think about doing a live anything, Monday through Thursday. Then put on top of that, actually working out in this said live class, okay? Then put on top of that, also having a full-time job and a full-time husband and a full-time house, Then on top of that, add in grieving the loss of your one and only child. Then add to that, having to come to a full-time job that requires you to work full-time. Okay? Then add to that, your lights go out. So I'm going to always talk about these classes because I believe in me. I believe that I have an amazing product. I believe I am an amazing product. I'm an amazing brand. I do. I believe that I'm showing you. I'm not just telling you. I'm not just one of those people that's never had a weight problem, telling you, person with the weight problem, how to lose weight and what you should do and how you should. And this reminds me of all of the nutritionists and all of the people I've gone to throughout my struggle with weight my whole life, right? The people that come to me and the people that I've gone to that have told me, oh, just eat half a bowl of half a bowl of air and 2 tablespoons of fluff, and you'll lose all the weight you want. Like, what's your problem? Just stop eating, says the person that's never had a weight problem. If you've never been through it, you don't know. You do not know. That's like people, when they empathize with black people about racism or how the system is set up and designed for us to fail, right? And they empathize with it, but they don't know what it is. Same kind of thing. And how sometimes that can be annoying when people are like, oh, I'm so sorry, I feel so bad. And that gets on your nerves. Same when somebody that ain't never been fat, and yeah, I said it, fat, ain't never been fat in their life, gonna tell you how you should lose weight. Babylon. Hi, everyone. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Antonice, what's goody? Epipoo said, listen, coach, drinking this tea with no sugar is a ritual. I know it is. I know, boo, but it's worth it. Yes, got to be resilient. As long as we are alive, life is going to life. You understand me? And just when you think it ain't going to life, it's going to be like, boom, life. It's going to hit you with a big dose of life. Anthony said, God do that. God do me like that on a daily. Okay, you think you got this? Watch that. He be like, watch this. Yo, God, he be up there laughing and joking. He be like, let's have some fun. Danielle, hey. Thank you, Epipoo. Tell him like the live. Anthony said, OMG, I hate cantaloupe. I love honeydew melon. I'm allergic to honeydew, which is, that's the other thing God did. He said, you know what? You want to be healthy, right? Yeah, God, I do. I would love to eat all of the fruits and vegetables. And he's like, you know what? Here, allergic to carrots, peaches, pears, plums, cherries, honeydew. You know. You know how people be like, oh, just eat an apple. I can't. Okay? If I eat an apple, all hell gonna break loose. Ooh, Danielle, I was watching your sermon, the Mirror sermon. Ooh, wee. This Danielle said, grow not weary in your doing in due season. You shall reap if you faint not. Amen and amen. You understand? 100, it's better than I planned. It's better than I planned. Amen, Danielle. Amen. Simply said, my issue is consistency. Simply, you know what consistency is? Like real talk. Consistency, all it is doing it even when you don't feel like it. That's it. Like, that is literally it. Because what happens is, and I've done this, I am speaking from experience. I'm not speaking from a textbook. I'm speaking from my own behavior and me being on a journey up and down and around millions of times over. Okay?
And then I was leaving.
And whenever I stopped, I could be like on this journey going well, doing my thing, and then all of a sudden I stop. Let me go down in the chat. How big? Okay, I'm not too bad. You want a pic of this background? Hold on, Antonice. Hold on. You ready? Antonice, you here? I'm going to move for you. All right, ready? Go. Tell me when. You good? You got it? You like this background? Girl, you can have it, team. You can have it, boo. Hold on. Consistency, right? What I found is whenever I would think about like what made me stop, because I'll be going in. I'll be doing all of this stuff, like going in, like working out, eating right. And then all of a sudden I would just stop. And I'm like, why did I stop? And I could never pinpoint what made me just completely stop, like for months and months and months. So what I deduced is, it's sneaky. What it is the first time it's, oh, I didn't feel like it today, so I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow, right? And then tomorrow comes and you're like, you know what? Maybe I just want to start next week fresh on Monday, because Monday, that's the best day to start, right? Then Sunday night come and you start dreading Monday because you're like, Lord Jesus, I said I was going to start on Monday. I'm like, you know what? I think I need to go shopping first and get everything I need so I'm ready for next Monday. And then next Monday comes. You see what I'm saying? So what you've done when you stop that first time is you give yourself permission to stop again. The next time you feel how you felt, like the next time you're tired, the next time you got your period, the next time you just don't feel like it, you won't do it. So if you stop that shit, like nip it in the bud, and every time you do it anyway, even when you don't feel like it, even if you go to the gym and all you do is walk on that treadmill, slow as hell, didn't even break a sweat. But what you're doing is you're reconditioning your mind not to give in to that, oh, I didn't feel like it. And then what happens over time is you stop giving yourself that excuse. Oh, I just don't feel like it. I'm too tired. If I hear one more mother lover say, I'm tired. Okay, please tell me when you're not tired. You always gonna be tired. You're always not gonna feel like it. So you mean to tell me you can't give yourself 10 minutes? Huh? I'm saying when you're tired, do it any goddamn way. That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you trying to be? Like, if you're trying to be mediocre, if you're really trying to live your dreams, like you really want to live your dreams, and you're sick and tired of pulling at your shirt, you're sick and tired of covering up, you're sick and tired of walking up the stairs and feel like you're gonna die, then get your ass up when you're tired and do something about it. We talk about YouTube growth all day long. We talk about, oh, we gotta push through, we gotta be consistent, you gotta show up, you gotta be this, you gotta do that. But when it comes to your body, that falls by the wayside. You look as sloppy as shit. And you know it. And when you're not confident, that shows up in everything you do. And it's not even about being skinny. It's not about looking whatever, like whatever the hell. All it is about being confident in yourself. And that confidence shows up. That confidence shows up. And sometimes when you are confident, then that turns into something else where people start to think of you as someone that looks down on everyone else. But it's not that. It's just that you don't accept the okie doke. Like, people really be talking bullshit all day. I hear it all day long. Excuses, excusing their bad behavior, excusing why they eating like crap, excusing why they drinking all the goddamn McDonald's milkshakes, excusing all of it. And sometimes you don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, I'm sure in other aspects of your life, you, like, for instance, if you've been successful with your work, right? You became disciplined in a certain area in order to graduate, right? In order to learn what you needed to learn, right? You got consistent in that area, didn't you? Didn't you? Nothing happened by mistake. Whatever you're proficient in, didn't you do that? Huh? Wait, hold on. Let me go back, because y'all talking. I'm sorry, guys. Anthony said, y'all, I took a 2-week break. My body's so sore, but baby, the body is bodying. Yes. Yo, when Anthony's come to, I'm so proud of her. Let me tell y'all something. Sidebar. That's another reason why I really love doing my classes on Zoom. And I haven't really developed a live workout for YouTube because I like to see you too. Like we feed off of each other, and when I see y'all and we in the middle of a rep and y'all you working, I'm like, yes. I love it. I love it. There is something great about pushing your body past your comfort zone, about changing your body composition. I posted a picture today, guys, a picture of me back in, that was 2017. And I if you swipe left, you'll see a picture of me the other day, whatever day that was when I wore that outfit, like yesterday or the day before that. I don't remember what day it was. I was huge. Now I'm not a small girl. You know this. Why is it saying 1? Can y'all hear me? Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Let me read the chat because I ain't got a lot of time. Haters, you know what I'm saying? These haters, man. And I know everybody walking past like, what is she doing? But guess what? Boop! Mind your business. Simply said, well, this week I'm sick with a viral infection, so I had to stop. Okay. Simply, I feel you on that. Like when people get, I cannot encourage you to do what I do. When I'm sick, I work out anyway. But I'm crazy, so, you know. But you asked me about consistency, right? Because okay. So, and this is how I talk to me. So I hope you don't get offended. I hope no one in this chat takes offense. Because I'm not talking down to you. I'm talking straight to you. I'm talking to your inner hater. That's who I'm talking to. Because that trick is loud as hell. So this is what I find when people are sick, right? No, I'm not saying sick like you're not sick for real. You are. I'm pretty sure you got viral infection. But what happens is, here come that little trick excuse, right? So you're legit sick, like down for the count sick this week. Next week you're feeling a little better. But what we do is we're like, I still got a little phlegm in my throat. I can't work out like that. I can't work out with a little phlegm. You can go on a walk. You can take a walk outside. But I understand being down for the count, because I've been down for the count sick where I couldn't do anything, right? I mean, I still worked out though, but don't be like me. But what I'm saying is, when you start feeling a little better, what we do is, oh, I still got a little phlegm. Next, let's try again next week. And then next week you see the cycle starts again. The cycle starts again. We have to be real with ourselves. In order to get consistent for real, like everybody's like, oh, coach, I wish I could be as consistent as you. Why can't you? I ain't special. I just got up off my ass. That's it. And said, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of eating the way I was eating, feeling the way I was feeling, always tired, always not luggage. What's the word? Sluggish. Luggish. I need a trip. I'm thinking about luggage. My knees clicking, my back hurting. I was sick of that shit. Like, sick of it. I definitely be like, yeah, I will start on Monday. Do it now. Do it anyway. Yes, coach. Yes. I'm so serious. Woo, yes, Anthony's. Anthony said, I've been alcohol free for 8 days. I feel amazing. Amen. Supreme is like, you sound like a real hater right now, coach. Girl. I mean, wait, hold on. I ain't even doing Supreme voice. See, they got me all out of whack. Hold on. You sound like a real hater now, coach. Wait, let me get coach. COVID. That's dope, Anthony's. Don't get mad at me because you're lactose intolerant and can't have a caramel macchiato or whatever the hell it is. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. See, Supreme, so he's got such a southern accent. His auto text be putting in all kind of different words. I am not lactose intolerant, first of all. Second of all, I'm sugar intolerant. All right? Because when I eat sugar, the black don't crack, but it bloats. The black don't crack, but it swells. Oh, you heard me? I ain't trying to be. Did y'all see the latest video? There's a video of Joe Budden going around. Yo, Joe Budden needs to get on the program. My dude is about 9 months pregnant right now, and that's what happens to men. And remember what we spoke about in that last live about how men, as y'all age, a lot of y'all weight be right here. A lot of y'all weight be where? In the belly. And what does that affect? Every time I see a man walking around like that with his belly out here like this here, and that's all he got is belly, no booty, and all belly, I'm like, that stroke game is weak. Simply said, OMG, Coach, damn, sound like a mean teacher right now. That's where I got the name, because I be in class and I be like, we'll have like moments where I start preaching or just saying stuff, and my clients, they always be like, damn, you so mean. It's you know what it is? It's with love. Like, I'm not saying it to hurt your feelings. I'm saying it because if you don't hear the truth, like, you keep lying to yourself. You keep telling yourself that you don't eat that bad. You keep telling yourself, I don't eat that. I'm not even a sugar person like that. I ain't a sweets person, but you munching on a whole bag of goddamn crackers. You are a sugar person, because what does freaking crackers turn into once it touches saliva? It turns into sugar. So you are a sugar person. If you munching on a pound of bread, if you munching on a pound of rice, you are a sugar person. So just because you're not eating cookies and cake all day long, you're still a sugar person. Or that coffee you have in the morning, oh, I don't put sugar in it. I just get 7 pumps of caramel. What you think is in the caramel? Anybody? Right. Who you like? Hi, Corey. I know you probably said that mad long ago. Why is it only saying 2? Anthony said, I was trying to do Supreme Voice the other day. Coach, you do it the best. Yes, I could. Let me tell you something. I could not tie my shoes. Like, that's the day I was like, nah, bitch. Just like that. I was like, no, bitch, we gotta get our lives together here. Like, what exactly are you doing? Like, you want to keel over and die? Like, what are you doing? Like, it's not even about the looks. It's not about looking a certain way or having the snatch waist. Those are all pluses. But the reality is, if you got all that extra weight on you, what you think? It's only gonna get worse. And we don't like to hear that. We get ultra sensitive, and I'm being real, like we get ultra sensitive about our weight. And I know I do. Especially because growing up as a big child, I was a big child. I was never skinny. I told y'all they used to call me solid when I was younger. When people come at your weight, like, you find something else to shine with, right? So the thing was, like, they would always come for my weight, but I was always a smart kid, and I was always like adaptable. I was able to do different things. I've always been like talented in many ways, right? So that has always been my go-to. But when people come for your weight and you've always dealt with weight issues, it's very hard to hear. And so what people have done, what they've turned that into is what? Body positivity. So now if you speak against overweightness, then you are body shaming. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Body shaming is one thing. Saving your life is something totally different. Now, I'm not saying you got to be skinny, but you do need to be healthy. And you can be like, oh, I went to the doctor, ain't nothing wrong, that my blood work is good. But what did the doctor say to you when you went to the doctor? He said, you need to lose weight. And you like, oh, he just hating. What? That's not hating. You do need to lose weight. Because over time, what you think is going to happen? You're putting a lot of strain on your knees, a lot of strain on your ankles, a lot of strain on the thing that you don't see that keeps you ticking, your heart. Most people that are larger than they should be have an enlarged heart. You think that's normal? Okay. Babylon. I love y'all though. Like, I'm not even trying to like whatever, but if we talking about fulfilling our dreams, that's cute. Yo, I'm looking at this. Thank you, Anthony's. I got this from London when I went to London last time. This is a Primark. I think they have Primark now here in the States, but back then they didn't have it. And I thought I was doing something, bring back my Primark clothes. But I love this. I love this blazer. It's one of my faves. I need some more blazers. I got a blue one, red, green. I need a purple one, but it got to be the right shade of purple, right? Simply Sunshine said, that's why my ex can't come back. That big belly. Let me tell you something. Like, all of that gut. You got to get rid. And I'm not saying you got to have like super flat, like washboard abs. I'm not saying that. But you got to get the belly down. Like, your belly can't be protruding out to here and you a booty do and your belly stick out more than your booty do. Like, I'm not saying you got to be super flat and you got to like have this like 8-pack. It's not about aesthetics. But when I'm talking about that protruding belly that men get when they get older. So please don't excuse that with a little, you know what I mean? I got a little pudge, a little bit. That's one thing. But I'm talking about that, you know what I'm talking about, when they actually look like they have a ball in their shirt, like if they look pregnant, for real. I'm talking about that. That is a clear sign that they're not taking care of themselves. It's clear. And who's supposed to do that? If you're not willing to be responsible enough to take care of yourself. That's why, like, we could talk about finances. We could talk about YouTube growth. We could talk about strategy. We could talk about all of these things. But if you're talking to me about that and you're not willing to change anything about how you're eating, anything about working out, and you're shunning that, what's the point of being successful if you're going to get there and keel over? What's the point? And not be able to really enjoy it. If they said you got to run to the top of that stairs right now, your behind ain't going to be able to do it. Coach be like, oh yeah, I love you too. We doing 20 instead of 12. You ready? Yo, Stash, what's up, my dude? Supreme said, okay, Coach, from now on, I'll only drink water and I'll eat vegetarian grass. Are you joking, Supreme? Like, Supreme, do you know how, I told you how proud I was when you were doing your thing and you was losing the weight and you could see it in your face, in your neck, in your belly, everything. Like, when you stood up, your pants were sagging, like falling off your behind. Like, you was losing weight. And then you just gave up. What happened? Get back on track now. Yep. Simply said, right, Anthony. I mentioned the ball. See, she got that ball out yesterday. Yep. I was like, oh, man. Why she's challenging me in here? Now I got to get the ball. Nah, but that was good, though. Doing those Russian twists. Anthony said, yes, I can run and jump with my kids. I can do so much more. Yes. And that's what it's about. It's about quality of life. Like, you know, a lot of times they focus on the aesthetic and you want to look a certain way. But to be honest with you, when you lose a lot of weight, for me, for instance, and I'll talk about this a lot because I'm still pondering it in my head, I have a flap of skin because I've lost so much belly, right? So I really would have to get that removed. There's only so much working out and eating right that you can do before that loose skin that you have, it doesn't retract, especially if you've been heavy for a long period of time. You're going to have loose skin. Now, thankfully, because I've been lifting weights, it's not as bad as it could be for other people that might just get on the medications and not diet, not exercise at all. Lifting weights it helps with loose skin a lot. It helps with loose skin a lot. It helps with your arms. It helps with your belly. It helps with your booty. Because we want that. Oh, and it helps with the tata. We want the tatas to be here and not there. All right. You want the booty to be what? Nice and round like an English pound. Say it with me, y'all. Nice and round like an English pound. No lumps. No bumps. You feel me? And you want to keep them boobs. Listen, when you lose a lot of weight, your boobs, right? You want to keep them here and not there. You want to keep them from being all flopping around and loosey-goosey. I got the remedy for that, but y'all don't hear me though. Anthony said I got teased my whole life about my size. Me too, girl. Teased, and then not even teased. I come from a Jamaican family, and that's why like my approach and the way I speak is very straightforward the way it is, because this is how I was always spoken to my entire life. They don't mince words. If you're fat, you're fat. You are fat. And they will tell you you're fat. They be like, what a way? They don't even say hello. They be like, what a way you're fat. That's how they say hello. What a way you are fat. To a child. What a way you're fat. Lawrence, tell your daughter she can't yam no more, man. Stop yam. To a child. Okay? Shadow, Watagwan, Shin Godzilla, how you doing? Welcome back. All right, Anthony's coach, did you see that video I played the other day about the FUPA? Wait, the one you sent me? Not the one you sent me with the girl in the wheelchair. That was mad funny. I didn't see the one with the FUPA, but let me tell y'all, like, you definitely like a little flap. Oh, did I see that? How you strained your ligament in your pinky? And what you was doing? What you was doing, Shadow? Coach, your body shame. Shut up. I ain't no damn body shaming. Simply said, yes, coach, that's not attractive. Gives health issues coming. LOL. I'm sorry, not that belly. Not that belly. It got to go down. Yes. Like, you got, it really does give health issues, especially like when it's that like hard protruding belly. And I'm like, a man should not look pregnant. Like, you really, and what's crazy is like skinny men, as they age, they start getting that belly. Y'all better stop drinking that Hennessy. All that Hennessy, all that greasy food. Y'all sit around playing video games all day. Get your behind up. Take a break from your video game and do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, do something. Get you a jump rope, do a few jumps in between whatever you got going on, and then get back to it. And then get up, do it again. Do 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, some jump rope, 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Do that. Like, do something. Y'all just be sitting around, lounging around all day, not working out. But then, I want to talk about you, the king of the castle, but the king of the castle can't slay the dragon. Behind the scenes by behind closed door convo, because people talk about it and know it's true, but scared to say it. Yeah. Coach, you better not start taking shit serious. If I can't mess with nobody, I know I can. Yeah. What? Supreme, shut your face. Are you kidding? Like, is that a joke? Supreme, I love, like, well, I be having mad fun. Like, when I go in your lives and I be going nuts. What was I calling you the other day? I was calling you Dewey. You know, but seriously, Supreme, you really did look like you had a facial. I was like, let me find out Supreme got a face steamer. Let me find out Supreme exfoliates. What kind of moisturizer you got there? What kind of serum you putting on your face? Yes, Epi. How you so big? And like mad loud too. In the middle of it, like you show up for a party, and they be like, "How are you so big?" They don't care. And then when you walking in the streets in Jamaica, like I went to Jamaica for Christmas, for summer, for everything, like either Jamaica or England, my whole childhood. We're walking in the street. We went to Jamaica for Christmas one year. Walking down the street, these men, and I must have been like 11, 12, and I was, you know what I'm saying? And these men was like, what are they calling me? Fatty boom boom, mad loud in the street. My dad was like, he had to say, so he said something to them like, chill, she only 11. But they don't care in Jamaica. Look, you see these island? Just watch your little girls, all right? They don't care about 11. Fatty boom boom. Here goes Supreme. See, what we not about to do is dog bound men in this raggedy chat. We're not. I'm just being realistic. Because I talk about women all the time. I talk about how we make a lot of excuses. We put everybody's needs before our own. We always talk about we need to start stuff on a certain date, and we need to make sure that everything else is done first. And I'm like, while everything is going on, you can't find 10 minutes to take care of yourself a day. 10. Not even if you start jumping rope, not even 10 minutes. You can't, there's nowhere in your day that you can do that. And then some people will say, oh, I can't work, I can't jump. Okay, fine, you can't jump. Good. I'll give you alternatives. You can't stand? Bet. Let's go. Don't get me to look. What I say? No excuses, right? Wait, hold on. Cause y'all said somebody told me them can't move. Don't. Okay. Go over there. All right, so I can't sit up. I can't stand up, I'm sitting in my chair. Right? Yeah? I'm in pain. My knee hurts. Oh my God. I got these two things right here. What are these? Oh, my arms. It's not attached to my knee. So let me do this. Lift up my hands and jab. 1, 2. 1, 2. Put a song on and do it faster. Guess what this is doing? It's speeding up that heart rate, ain't it? And then, you know what I could do? I could do the jab with the right hand on the right. And I'm still sitting. Look at that. I'm not even using my knee. Left. Both. You want to bring it up? Bring it up. Right. Left. Right. Left. I ain't even touch my knee. Okay, so now your arms hurt. You hurt your shoulder, but your legs are fine, right? Hands on your hips. Hands on your hips. Lift right, left, right, left. You can pick it up. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. You can do these to songs. You can lift both legs up together. Bring it down. Bring it up. Bring it down. All in your chair, child. Huh? Now, some of y'all can stand up, but you can't jump, right? Because that's what I hear a lot, too. Oh, I can't. That silly-ass word, can't. You're already telling yourself you can't. Oops, sorry. Y'all love telling yourselves you can't. Wait, hold on. They going to say this black woman is down here having a black attack. I think we need to go. Nah, they watching. That's what they doing. And one thing about me not care. I'm talking to my people. Mind your business. Just mind your business. All right. So now you can't jump. So you're standing up. Wait, is this a good angle? Can y'all see me? Whoop. I'm trying not to embarrass myself and bust my whole shit. Hold on, y'all. They going to say this black woman is down. Oh, already right there. All I see is boobs. Respectful. Shut your mouth. I can't help. I told you what happened. Use their office codes. Get that. Oh, you was vlogging. Yeah, I'm vlogging. Well, I'm vlogging today. I already was arguing. I mean, I was already telling the vlog of my misfortune. See, I don't like the I'm not getting a good light. Okay. So I cannot jump, right? But coach said you gotta start jumping rope. Oh, she get on my nerves. I can't stand this lady. All right. So, first thing first you can do is right and left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right? Can't jump, right? What else? So cool, multitasking. Yes, booby. Use their office code. F these hating ass punks. Hating. Yo, she deserves a super chat for looking like an idiot in front of white people for our entertainment. This is not just entertainment. I'm giving you options. And I don't care what nobody gotta say. I care about spreading the message that yes, you can do this. F them. But if y'all want to drop super chats, you know, hey. Now you want to, hey, look at my Supreme. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Supreme. Next, you can put your hands out to the side. Lift right, left, right, left, right, left. You could do that while you watching TV. While you watching people vlogs, you could do that. Huh? I'ma do just that, but now my elbows, you ain't got no elbows? Well, that's fine. Keep your hands down at your side. Don't move your arms. And just lift your knees. That's it. Your elbows. Keep your hands right here. Bend at the side, right and left. You ain't got to touch your elbows. That's one thing that I realized. Thank you, guys. Yo, my dude, Professor X in the building. And you know what? I want to shout. You just reminded me, Professor X. I want to shout. Yo, Anthony's. Thank you, baby girl. Oh, y'all acting up now. I want to shout out Corey's World. Corey sent me a Cash App the other day. Thank you, Corey. I kept forgetting to say that here. So Corey, Professor X sent me a Cash App too, talking about get you some grapes on me. y'all know what I be eating. Grapes and cantaloupe. I got cantaloupe today. Thank you guys. Let me tell you something, guys. You gotta take those excuses. You really want to achieve your dreams? Take those excuses and get rid of it. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. You are the problem. You like to eat too much. You love the sweet taste of cake and cookies. You love ice cream. You like to drink. You like it. And that's, once you can acknowledge that and not be like, I don't eat that too much. I don't. And stop doing that foolishness and get real with yourself and be like, don't be, not too much on Corey, Supreme. Not to, like, stop lying to yourself. Stop saying, oh, well, but I deserve this treat. I deserve this treat. Sound like Professor Klump. You know what you deserve? This cantaloupe. You know what you deserve? Good health. You know what you deserve? Being able to breathe. Being able to bend down. Being able to demonstrate exercises. If you notice, do I sound out of breath? How you doing? Huh? Somebody? Let me tell you. But you know what? Cheesecake tastes sweeter when you discipline yourself not to eat it for a long time and then come back to it on your birthday. On my birthday, I'm going to Cheesecake Factory. You understand what I'm saying? I go to Cheesecake Factory for my birthday every year and order the same thing. I'm getting that Hershey cheesecake. I'm getting that Jamaican chicken and shrimp dinner meal. I'm getting Tex-Mex Tex-Mex egg rolls with avocado sauce. I'm getting calamari and that shrimp. What's the shrimp called? It's fried shrimp. I'm getting all of that on my birthday. And I'm going to tear it up. And I'm drinking all the liquor. So on that day, it's amazing because it is sweeter. It tastes better. It's well deserved. Instead of pounding it into your face every day. I got bang bang shrimp. Yep. Let me tell you something. I don't care what none of y'all say. Cheesecake Factory is the bomb, and they always got good food. We got to get it moving, guys. I got a meeting in Babylon. Y'all really be eating lunch with y'all. I knew you was gonna say that, Supreme. Supreme said pounding it into your face. That's what y'all be doing. Y'all be pounding that food in your face. And me too. I am guilty of it too. I am not above it. I am guilty of eating too much and not working out. I am guilty of making excuses and pounding my face full of junk. I'm not acting like I'm better than. I know the struggle. That's why I can speak to it. No, I don't only eat out once a year, simply. But I'll eat out other times. But the only time I go all in is on my birthday. Like, wow, out. Or when I go on vacation, I'll relax my diet. But I try not to go too far off the deep end. And on vacation, I also work out. But my birthday, oh, I'm eating dessert. I'm eating appetizer, main course, and dessert. I don't normally do that.
You filming?
Huh?
Hey, you filming?
Yeah.
You should. I don't think.